This is the FF338 Pro, and it even comes with a cord and a truss rod wrench. Hello guys, welcome to our channel today. Today we will be unboxing a Firefly guitar. Oh,
ooh.
Pretty pink.
Well, that is Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yes.
So these are obviously like an ES335. This one has been on sale, and my wife said as long as I got the pink one, I could buy it. So we got the pink one. Interesting that it has like a pinkish red binding.
Yeah, it looks more red with a slight pink of it.
It's a multiply binding and a red binding around the neck.
Kind of black lines.
Perloid inlays on the neck. Allegedly this has a bone nut and Alnico pickups. First thing I do is check the neck to see if I'm going to get scratches on my fingers. It's not too bad. A little bit on this side, but it's pretty good actually. Looking at those fret ends, they're the hemispherical fret ends. So you see they're rounded that way.
Yeah.
They're really smooth. First let's check and see if it's anywhere close to in tune.
Nope.
Nope. We're going to stop in tune. That sounds pretty good. What do you think it sounds like while it's not plugged in?
Pretty good, but it has a pretty good volume when it's not plugged in.
It has got a beefy neck.
Yeah.
It's a very beefy neck. Almost feels like it's thicker here and kind of thins out at the top. The neck joint's not too bad. It's got a glued in neck joint.
Yeah, it gets thicker here.
And the action's not too bad either. It's a typical volume, tone with a three-way switch. It's got your speed knobs that are hard to turn. Those are going to have to loosen up at some point.
The back is just pink and then very pink. Pink.
Alright, shall we plug this in and see what it sounds like?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to try this through my Mesa Boogie with a Seymour Duncan twin tube in front of it. And we'll start out with the neck pickup. Kind of dark, but it's got a good thick tone to it. What do you think?
It's darker than I expected.
Yeah? This is middle position. Alright, let's try the bridge. Ooh, that's got some bite to it. That's on a clean channel. That's got a lot of bite to it.
That's more brighter.
That is more brighter. Rolling off the volume. You can clean that up by rolling off the volume. The frets are kind of sticky. You can tell it's never been played before. What's your favorite pickup position? There's that. a surprising amount of bite to it. We're going to kick in some distortion.
It does.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, we're going to compare tones against this 2009 Les Paul Traditional Pro with the neck position.
Yeah.
More high end in this one, less. There is less dark. So let's compare. Interesting. Sounds a little thinner. A little thinner than the Les Paul.
Yeah.
Still has a good tone to it. Let's go middle comparison. Louder. So just a little bit weaker, but still sound pretty good. We'll do a bridge pickup comparison.
This one's darker.
It is darker, it's less aggressive, but I would hope that a 335 light guitar would be a little more mellow than a Les Paul, so that's not a bad thing. The frets, I haven't found any low frets or high frets. So it's very playable, straight out of the box. Sounds pretty good. Let's weigh it. I'm gonna guess this is about 7.5 pounds. What do you think?
That's, yeah, 7.5.
Oh, holy cow. 5.7 pounds.
Oh.
That is a light guitar. All right, we have a scale length of, I'm assuming 24 3/4, and it is.
How many frets are there?
It is a 22 fret neck. We did find a bit of a high fret right there. You can hear a buzz there. It's not horrible, but it is a little bit of a high fret there that would have to be taken care of. Looking at the paint job,
I mean, it looks good to me.
it looks like a really good paint job. And the other thing that's interesting to note is that a lot of times with these semi-hollow guitars, you're going to see wiring through these F-holes, and you do not see the wiring through these F-holes. They kept it pretty clean. And even the binding on the F-holes doesn't look too bad. You can feel a little bit of unevenness there, but it's not horrible.
Are they like vintage tuners or are they locking?
So the tuners, we have non-locking Grover style tuners on there. The headstock looks kind of nice, kind of almost got the D'Angelico type of profile to it with a nice inlay. Don't love the Pro on the truss rod cover, but that's not too big of a deal. The strap buttons are nice, hefty strap buttons. This hardware is just what you would expect for a budget guitar, but it will do its job. I don't love the knobs. The speed knobs are kind of uncomfortable, but it does look like there's full-size pots behind them, so that's a good thing. And the knobs are kind of slipping, so you're not getting a free, they need to be tightened essentially. So those knobs are a little bit iffy. Especially this volume knob, it feels like the pot is shifting. You see the pot is actually loose in the body. So trying to tighten that. Yeah, it's still having issues. That pot's gonna have to be tightened with a wrench. Let's do a stand test. Make sure it sits in a stand okay. It shouldn't have a problem. It fits just fine. Of course, it does not come with a gig bag or a case. Let's see if it'll fit a typical gig bag. It will fit in this particular gig bag, which is a good sign. Thoughts on this for a budget instrument? It's got a lot of things to like about it. The fretwork is really pretty nice on it. Only one little high spot there to deal with. The tuners are okay. The hardware is probably a question. The knob feels pretty good, but these pots, you can tell this one is loose. The pickups are kind of weak. I could definitely see changing out the pickups on that, but you've got a really good platform to modify to how you like it, and the finish is good, the action is good, it feels really good to play. If you like a really super thick neck, that is. If you're looking for something thinner, this is probably not what you would want to do.
Okay, if you liked this video, remember to like and subscribe so you can have more videos in the future.
Thanks for watching.